Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is Industry Happenings. So this is a little different. Sort of like news, only don't have all things nailed down as fact. But this is not channel news. This has to do with the industry in general. So, in the mail today, I got another round of Grizzly Dark coupons, and they would seem to be doubling down that this is a new and different product. Everybody that I've talked to and all the chatter that I have seen in a couple different places say that these are the same products with a different lid design, can design in general. And that's what I believe. The reason I believe that they are doing this is that Grizzly American Snuff Company is going to attempt to reposition the product. And I have talked to two people. One left a comment here on a video a while back, and I talked to another person in private, that both of these people are in positions where they don't work directly for American Snuff, but they are in the industry themselves. And both of them, and they do not know each other, both said basically the same thing, that they believe, from what they have been told and what has been said around them, that American Snuff Company is going to try or attempt to reposition this product. And that is why they're making a big deal about, it being, the new Grizzly product. What does this mean for you? This means that the Grizzly Dark series is going to most likely go up in price. American Snuff Company is going to take the Dark series and they are going to make it, build it up as a premium line of the Grizzly line. Like an upper tier of Grizzly, and the regular Grizzly line will be sort of a secondary tier below. What they would do if they did that is they would try to basically compete directly price range wise with Copenhagen. That's what it comes down to. So whereas the Grizzly Dark series was, for all intents and purposes, about the same price as regular Grizzly products, it will be going up in price. I'm all but sure. Now, this is my opinion based on a couple of people's opinion and what I've heard in general. Okay? So it's not set in stone, but if there is a Grizzly Dark product that you like, be prepared to start paying more for it. Probably sometime this year. Okay? Number two. Bergs over Bergs Dip Reviews brought it up, and it is something that I had taken notice of right at the beginning of this channel, or right after the beginning, last fall. It would look as if Swisher International is about to reposition the Silver Creek line. But the silver part, I don't know if it's completely off the can, but emphasis is being put on Creek. It would appear that they're getting metal lids, and they have actually extended the product line by a couple of flavors. From what I'm seeing, nobody's actually said this, but from what I'm seeing and what they've said in their communications with stores, it would appear that that is also going to go up market, or they're going to try. I first noticed back in, it was late October or November, when I went over to the Swisher website, that the Silver Creek was Creek, and both it and the kayak they were showing at the time, I have not been over there recently, at the time both the Creek and the kayak were both being shown in metal lids. Well, maybe there was some question in corporate's mind as to which should go where, but they would have seemed to have decided that it will be Silver Creek that will be making the jump. So I fully expect now. At first I thought, is this some marketing thing where they're showing their products in metal lids on their website, but nothing. It would appear that maybe they are actually going to start distributing Silver Creek, now just Creek, in metal lids, and the product range will have a couple extra flavors. One is a natural, I know, and I believe there's a mint too. I will be interested to see how that pans out. If there will be any increase in quality in the actual product in the can. Because really, at the end of the day, and I've said this during reviews before, when it comes to Swisher products, the fact that they're in plastic lids is the least of their problems. And that's all that really needs to be said there. So, there is one other thing I can think off the top of my head, and that is that the fine cut wintergreen from Stoker's that I just reviewed recently, that I was very pleasantly surprised with, has been removed from the Stoker's website. Now, that is the one Stoker's dip product that has never been put in cans. The only way you can get that is in tubs. It is fine cut and it is wintergreen, two things that I am not overly keen on. That said, I've been dipping it once or twice a day ever since that review. I am not doing anything. I am keeping the tub, and I am using it, and I like it. But it would appear that maybe it is on its way out, which would explain why they never put it in cans, because they weren't sure if they wanted to take that extra step. So if you go over to Stokers.com, log in, and look for yourself, but the fine cut wintergreen is no longer listed in their dip section. Skull Spearmint, Cool Spearmint, I did the review last night. It would appear, and some people left in comment section, but now I have talked to some people privately and looked around for public comments on certain sites. It would appear that U.S. Smokeless basically built up a date for release on that through all their advertising, and then were unable to actually get it released. It's being released in certain parts of the country. It was supposed to be the 14th, which would have been last Sunday. Gentleman in the comment section of the video, of the review I did, mentioned that it just got released around him in the 19th, and I've been hearing that everywhere. Like, oh, we didn't get it until the 17th. Some people haven't got it at all. Still. So, I don't, if you're going to put a date out and say, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I mean, American Snuff managed to do it, and it didn't even turn out to be a new product. But they got, damn if they didn't get it out on the day that they said it would. Anyway, that is all the happenings and hearings from around the industry that I have at the moment. This is something a little different that I have done. I wanted to do a video, though, touching on it. I definitely wanted to get that news about Stoker's out, and I wanted to do a video that was a little shorter. So, I am off to do a kayak apple review. So, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.